This is section 7.5 on the tangent ratio. We're going to look at some examples where you're missing the angle measure. This is a right triangle, and you have the length of both legs. That's why we're going to use tangent. So remember how the tangent ratio sets up. Tangent of an angle equals your opposite over adjacent. Your angle is what you don't know. Now, if you want this angle, your opposite is the 11, and your adjacent is the 7. Since this opposite is bigger, that's the longer leg, that means this angle better be bigger than 45 degrees. If you want to get x away from this tangent, you need to take the inverse tangent of both sides. And that might sound weird, but if you look on your calculator, tan to the -1, that's your inverse. So if you take inverse tangent of this side, the tangent cancels with that, and you're left with x. On this side, you just need to take the inverse tangent of that fraction, 11/7. Now, before you do that, you got to make sure that your calculator is in degree mode. If it's not in degree mode, you're going to get a goofy answer. I typed it in and I got an answer of 57.53. And that's in degrees. That makes sense because remember, I knew this had to be bigger than 45. We'll do this one now. It's a right triangle. We have the length of both legs. We want to find this angle. That's why we're using tangent. Tangent of the angle, they're calling it y in this one, is equal to the opposite over the adjacent, 2.5 over 7.8. To get the variable by itself in this case, you have to remove it from this tangent, so you're taking inverse tangent of both sides. I know this has to be less than 45 because the opposite leg is the short leg. So when I type this in, I'm going to hit, on my calculator, I'm hitting the second function, then the tangent button, because my second function on my calculator is the inverse tangent. 2.5 divided by 7.8. And that gives me 17.77, which is less than 45. Anytime you're looking for an angle measure, you need to take the inverse tangent. That's how you solve these types of problems. So if you look at your tangent ratio, either you don't know the angle, you don't know the numerator, or you don't know the denominator. We went over those three types of problems. Those are the only three types of problems that there are to see.